I remember being taught at home a lot about God's love, so I had a pretty positive basis or foundation. And then layered on that, when I was in middle school, a very vulnerable time, I actually went to a private Presbyterian school where I took Bible classes and I learned the knowledge, the book knowledge, and that place had a lot of rules.
Faith is a wonderful contribution to human experience. It also has a shadow side. And unfortunately, sometimes religious instruction can give in to fear and shame and guilt.
I went on a trip with my friends on a youth group trip. I just thought it was a fun sort of youth group trip, but it turned out it was actually a weekend all about abstinence. And we watched what I consider now really disturbing false videos about what our sexuality should be like. And for a long time in my life, that experience was actually something really painful. I took a purity pledge. The wounding that was done on that weekend, I've kind of been undoing a lot of my life. It was that deep.
There were situations in my congregational life that I look back on now and I see were not properly protected, where I was left vulnerable, and it doesn't take much.
People have a lot of stories about what happened to them in churches or religions. Things like that, people maybe did get messages that were very directly, God is going to punish you, or that God's going to send you to hell, or if you don't follow these certain rules. So a sense of, people feeling like somehow foundationally they couldn't be themselves.
Well, the Child Friendly Faith Project's Designation Program actually looks at the religious messaging that we give to children. The literature, the curriculum, the Sunday school books. And the Designation Program incorporates workshops that guide adults through every step and stage of awareness and implementation.
As I actually looked at the modules and I looked at the discussions, and now as a facilitator, as I've been having those discussions and preparing for them, I see how rich they can be. They're not coming from a place of, here is a book about how to not abuse children. They're instead coming from a place of, here are these questions specifically about your faith community. And then as a group, you unpack it as in your community in the way that works for you.
One thing that I really value about the Child Friendly Faith Project is this designation program, whereby a faith community that has taken advantage of the workshops provided and the programming provided can be designated as a child-friendly faith community.
A faith community has the moral responsibility before God to do everything in its power to guard and protect our kids.
You have a great power as a person who is teaching faith to children. And I feel like the designation program offers people who are in a position where they're working directly with children about God an opportunity to look at their own power and to stand in it responsibly.